Hi, welcome back. Again, I'm Farmer Samson Obole. So in this class, we'll be looking at another canvas called the project canvas. The project canvas or project canvas over the fence. Now, in the project canvas, what we are looking at is for people who have like a specific, the other one we're looking at a product, but now you have a project, maybe organize 50 farmers in a community to grow cassava for an off-taker, or setting up a borehole for a community. It's a project that involves not just you, but it has more than a person. It's something, a big goal and stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to explain. So the first thing we need to do, again, there is a canvas for it. So in the canvas, we have the top as one long line, which is purpose. The bottom is one long line, which is time. Now the inside between the top and the bottom, at the middle it is divided into two, this half and this half. So at the middle we have the milestones or the waypoint. On this part we need to know your budget, your team, the environment. The lower half we have the resources needed for your budget and your team, and then the risk and chances. Then on this side we have the quality, the result, and the custom. So we'll take it step by step. First is the purpose. You need to clearly define the purpose of the project. Now, because we are into farms, that is why, or we are into agriculture generally, that is why you notice that most of my examples have centered around agribusiness venture. So let's say that the purpose of this project this time around is having tractors for rentals. Tractors for rentals. We want to have tractors for rentals. This is the purpose of the project. We want to have tractor in southwestern Nigeria or northeast Nigeria, that anybody around the state can easily go on their app and rent, and they are able to use these tractors on their farm. Let's say these tractors, we want to provide them as a service. So it's not like you are renting the tractor, but rather you just apply or subscribe, and we offer it to you as a service, which means we are the ones managing the operations and all. So the first thing first is, what is the budget? How much should we dedicate to this budget? So in drawing up the budget, we need to know, what do I need to have in place to have tractor renters? Do I need to own the tractors, or do I need to have people who own tractors give us their tractors to use? So the first is the budget. What are the things that this project requires? So I need to, which means I cannot successfully run the project canvas if I do not understand what it entails to bring that project to fruition. Now, when I understand what it entails to bring the project to fruition, then I can now move on to the next step of understanding what are the things that need to be in place. What are the things that need to be in place for this project to actually come to fruition? So first is the budget. So if I need tractors, how many tractors? Are these tractors going to be bought locally and transported for free to my location, or am I paying for transport? Do I need to have a housing structure where they are housed? Do I need to have what's the word now? A place for mechanics to come in and repair? Do they need to come with spare parts? What do I want? What do you understand what I'm trying to explain? That is first on your budget. Next is, who makes up the team? Who makes up the team? Do I have what makes up the core team? What makes up the extended team? So the core team, your core team, remember, is the team that actually gets this job done. But you do not need only your core team to get the job done. There are some other people who may not be part of your core team, but they are needed in the process of achieving your goal. So I'll give you an example. In trying to get this whole tractor thing running, I need a tractor driver that is core team member. But I need somebody to man the reception, who will be a receptionist. The receptionist may not be a part of a core team because they are not the one handling the real process, but they are needed to interact, to interface with the proposed customer, client. I don't know if I'm making any sense. So who are your core team members? Who are your extended team members? Then who are those that you need to consult? Who are the expert team members? So your expert team members may not necessarily be your core team. They may not even be your extended team, but you need their input at one point or the other. So for example, maybe I am buying all my tractors from a particular company A, and I know that, oh, though I'm buying all my tractors, let's give an example, John Deere tractors, I need to have somebody that is a specialist in repairing John Deere tractors. But I don't want to put this person on the payroll permanently, because I'm not hoping to repair my tractors every day. So in my team, I can still have the John Deere people, who are the guys that come in for maintenance, already in my structure. So that is the top. Next is, what are the environment, or what are the conditions? What are the conditions that will make this thing thrive? What are the conditions that will make this business a business? So imagine I want to go and do tractor rental in Lagos. You would agree with me that the success I will get in Lagos to only say my tractors can only be used within Lagos cannot be compared to the same thing I will get in Niger or Kaduna or Kano, where there are predominantly farmers. So the environment, what are the things in the environment or conditions in there, or the conditions around, that I need to be cognizant of, so that I can put the parameters in place to ensure that things are the way they are supposed to be, or to ensure that things are met the way they are meant to go. So that is on this aspect. Now, what are the resources that I need? What resources do I need? So remember that we said earlier when we were discussing, I think, business model canvas, budgeting talks more about the financials, but resources is more than just finance. Do I need a particular infrastructure? Do I need a license? Do I need, what are the resources that I need? Do I need to be around where there is water? So if, for example, I'm going to have a boom sprayer that my tractor would use to help people to spray water, am I taking the tractor from my facility with water to go and spray? Or am I going to be telling the farmers, for us to be able to work for you, one of the resources we need is water. Ensure you have water available. So what are the resources that needs to always be in place, or that needs to be in place for your project to thrive, or for your project to start? Next is, what are the risks associated with this business? What are the risks associated in bringing these projects to fruition? Also, what are the opportunities? That's what we mean by chance. What are the opportunities that exist? What are the opportunities that we can explore? What are the opportunities we can take advantage of? What are the opportunities that we can align to? So you need to know the risks and the opportunities. Then next is, what are the key milestones in trying to run this project? Maybe milestone 1 is having a secretariat or a place where the tractors will be parked. Milestone 2 may be actually having the tractors available. Milestone 3 may be having the app that people can subscribe easily for. Milestone 4, whatever, but you need to have milestones in place, so that when you are running your project, you are able to come and check your checklist and say, okay, number 1 done, number 2 done, number 3 done, number 4 done, and so on and so forth. Maybe your own project is building a greenhouse, and you are thinking, okay, your milestone 1 can be having the land. 2 can be, oh, I've paid for the greenhouse. 3 can be the installation of the greenhouse. So what are the milestones that we need to put in place that we can use to check our progress, to say this is where we've gotten to part-time? Next is, what are the things that determines your quality assurance? If it's a service, what determines your quality assurance? What are the things that quantifies what you are doing? Next is, what is the result? What is the result? Because you need to define what the result is of the project, so that you know when you have gotten there. Then, who are your target customers? Now, you will notice that at the bottom we put time. Now, why is there time? It's not just for you to write time and that's the end, but for you to be able to allocate time to any of these things you are putting. Take for instance, budget. When do I need this money? It is possible your budget is 100 million naira, but that does not mean for your project to start you probably need all the 100 million naira. So when do I need what? What time should which money come in? Next, what time should I get this team member to join us? What time do I need the consultant? What time do I need this person to be part of what we are doing? What time should this resource or resources be in place? Is this resources needed at when the service will be provided, or when we are setting up, or when we are negotiating? What time? Or then looking at the environment, what time would the environment be favorable? Take for instance, I know when it is purely when rainy season is at its peak, it is hard to get these tractor guys to come and work. They will tell you, oh, they are afraid because their tractors might sink in the ground. They don't know what your soil looks like. Interpretation: if I am going to run a tractor rental service, there is a time where the environment will not favor my tractors working. So what time will it be best for my tractors to work? What time do I have the most risk? Do I have the least risk? What time do I have the most opportunity? What time do I have the least opportunity? I need to know all of these things. Then your mind points have to be put with time. Remember, we always say that goals without time is just a wish list. Then how often do I need to be checking my quality, the results? When do I want to get what kind of customer, and so on and so forth. I hope this makes sense. So this is the project canvas, or over the fence canvas. Hope this helps. Thank you.